Hi, Roses. I wanted to take the time today to share with some of you and reshare with some of you just really, how the Roses group came to be. Around the beginning of 2014, I was having a conversation with one of my aunties and just really talking to her about my desire to put myself in a position to encourage and support women, on purpose. And that I just really had no idea. I had no idea, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, what I wanted to call it, and just trying to just get some direction. And her advice to me was to get a journal. And she told me to get a journal and to write the following scripture in the journal. And so I did. I got my journal and I wrote the following scripture: Habakkuk 2, 1-3. I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end of it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And so I did. I got the journal and I wrote in it and I left it on my nightstand. And, probably about a month or so later, it's just one of my many, pain-filled nights, and I'm up and I I started to write out my vision. I started to write out what it was that I wanted, and, trying to still decide how it was that I wanted to share it. And, I attempted to start a group, and fear just kept me back, and I didn't do it. And of course later on, I figured that it really wasn't fear, it was God knew that I wasn't ready. He knew that it just wasn't my time. And just after a series of just many changes in my life, many changes with my health, just stress at work, the end of, unhealthy relationship, and just, a point of depression, that just caused me to withdraw, from anything other than, my mandatory, obligations. I finally just gave my fight up to, in my struggle, I gave it over to God, and I gave myself to God, and I had to, just put myself in a position and humble myself, just enough to, expose my flaws and my shortcomings, and, just really show that I was in need of support, and that I didn't have it all together. And honestly, it was then, and only then, that he allowed this group to happen. And, by the time I knew I had no choice but to step out on faith and trust God to not only, heal my body, but to, use, this amazing change that he was about to make in my life, and use that to help others. So I started the private group, and it, I added about 20 women. I call them my safe women. Those are the women that were least likely to think I was crazy. And I, just immediately the response for, it was just overwhelming for, just people just getting and understanding the concept of the group. And so slowly but surely, I started to add a few more people, and I added a few more people, and I added a few more people. And it was just amazing. I was getting messages in my inbox, and people were just saying that, it was what they were looking for, even when they didn't know that they needed it or that they were looking for it. And it was just amazing. And I just, I began to just open the group. I opened the group, and I opened it for, other people to, to add people to the group, and it just continued to grow. And just truly realizing and seeing God's promise, confirmed more and more, every day. And it's amazing. So today, at this 1 year anniversary, July 16th 2015, 1 year after the start of the group, after just so many life changes for me, after brain surgery, after regaining my health, physically, mentally, spiritually, after founding, my own business, after co-founding, another business, and just essentially getting a second chance at, just living my best life. This private group 1 year later is over 700 members strong, and it's just amazing. That the women in this group have supported me, just at one of the very lowest times, in my life. When I needed it the most. When, nights when I couldn't sleep, because of my pain, when I felt depressed, because I felt my life slipping away. I felt, that I couldn't explain it and no one understood. This group was there when I faced my surgery, and I had this tumor removed, and just, my roses were there. You prayed, you commented, you called, you came, you were there. You showed me that, that you got it, that women truly do want to support other women, on purpose. And, you showed me that we don't live on an island, and that, our experiences are truly to help others. We're not perfect. We are, perfectly, imperfect. We make mistakes. We don't always, do the right thing, but we can admit it, apologize if we need to. We can dust ourselves off, and we can just continue our journey to be, our best selves. You are a true testament of God's promise that when we are faithful, and when we believe that He will make it happen. I believe God designed, He designed this group, to touch us when we really needed it. Whether you've been in this group since July 16, 2014, or if you just joined today, you belong here. If you stop by and if you post every day, or if you just stop by and just kind of look or lurk, as they say, you belong here. If you come by and you like a post here or there, you belong here. There is something here in this group for everyone. You were placed in this group by divine invitation, and I thank God. I thank God for each and every one of you. It is because of this that I feel like I have to continue. I have to continue to walk boldly into this purpose that I know God has for my life. And, I believe that it is time to share the roses with the world. My company, Empowerment Now, truly it fulfills my desire to coach women into, owning their purpose and taking the action steps to reach their goals. A rose for a rose fulfills my desire to encourage women, to support and at times carry each other, when our loads get too heavy. And I just think the combination of the two, has the potential to just do some awesome things for women, all over. And, the outcome could be, truly world changing. The women of A Rose for a Rose, you are the founding members of a movement that just has to be shared. It has to be shared with the world. I am trusting God's promise to be able to just bless and so many people, and I'm extremely excited. I'm excited to carry you all with me, on this journey to be amazing, on purpose. I just thank you all, and I just wanted to say happy anniversary. I love each and every one of you, beautiful roses.